Today is my Project Pan update. This is the end of 6 months, so I am halfway done. And I have only finished a few products out of all the products that I have now. So hopefully towards the end I'll have lots and lots of empties. But for right now, I actually did not finish anything this month. All the empties that I have are from the previous months. So yeah, it won't be terribly exciting on this update because I haven't really been marking anything anyway. So I will just go through everything and then we will add my new products in the end. And hopefully I will have a new background next week. I have a couple videos pre-filmed, but I have been painting the sleeping porch that is in my house. I have it painted, but I was painting the adjacent room too, and the door's blocked right now. So hopefully I should have all that done by next week so I can finally start using it. So you will not see my messy bedroom behind me where I have stuff on the bed for the cats to lay on it so they don't mess up my bed and like all that stuff. That thing right there has clothes on it that the cats like to lay on. So like basically this is cat playground and it's pretty messy behind me. So hopefully I will have a new filming location by next week. If not, it will definitely be 2 weeks. It's almost done. Almost. Now let's get on to this before it gets longer than it needs to be. See, I'm rambling right now. I did finish a few products last time. I have a list. Where's my list? I wrote all this down. So I was originally not writing any of these products down, but I found that it was actually hard to remember what I had in the project. So I have now written down all my projects and I'm starring the ones that I'm starring the ones that I have finished. As you can see, it's only been 4 right there. So I hopefully will start getting some of these products done. I feel like this has changed color really redly. Okay, I think we're getting back to normal. Okay, so the first product that I have finished in this was the Strange Potion. Ooh, it's one of those days, I guess. It's the Strange Potion lip gloss from MAC. This was like the first product that I finished. And then last month I had finished 3 more products. I finished the L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder Foundation. And I did like this. I would get it again eventually. It's just not a super long wearing foundation, but it's a really nice light coverage foundation if you don't need it to last all day. And I also finished this Cheek Room makeup base. It was a purple brightening primer. It was very, very thin. The package leaked. It's a Korean product, so I'd have to order it. I am not interested in that, so it was okay. And it did brighten, but I would not get this again. And the last product that I had finished previously was the Gem of Roses lipstick from MAC. And I just flattened it out. I'm not going to dig in to that. I used to really like this when I first got it, which is why I'd hung on to it for so long. But I don't love it anymore. And I really prefer matte lips now to like that cream kind of thing, so I didn't really like that a whole lot. If you've seen my Project Pan videos before, you'll know that what I'm doing is I'm picking a category each month and picking 5 products in that category to add into my Project Pan, hopefully for a total of 60 finished products at the end of the year. I am going to list the categories that I have previously picked right here, and then I'll add my new one in when we get to the end here. But let's go ahead and start looking at the products that I'm still working on. The first product that I have is the Hard Candy Glamouflage Light Concealer, and this is an ultralight. It's a dual-ended pencil like this. One is a really light concealer, and one is a also light, but not as light concealer, and I am right there. This is the darker side, and when I first started, it was actually longer than this lighter side here, so now it's shorter, so it's definitely getting some progress. So I'm hoping to be done with these maybe by the end of the summer, at least this one side by the end of the summer. I don't use this as all over the face as this one, but if I still have this hanging around, this lighter side, it'll definitely work better later on in the year. Then I have the Lime Crime Candy Eyed Eyeshadow Helper, and this is a makeup base for eyeshadow. It's an eye base, I guess. And this is what it looks like now. I did not actually hit pan on that just using it. I actually pushed it down and around because I find it easier on these pot ones to have the pan in the center and more product on the side and just work my way around. I feel like it's easier for me to see myself making progress that way. Then I have the Jabot Cream Blush in Natural Flush Light, and I have, I think, about that much. It started to melt. Like when I put it on today, it actually like kind of glopped a little bit. I don't know. So, but it definitely looks a lot shorter than it did before. What I've been doing during the month is kind of leaving it up like this and working to finish the part that's over the packaging to try to even it out some, just to kind of feel like I'm making progress on it. Then I have the Urban Decay Moonshine Cream Highlighter, and I'm still where I was last month. I scraped out half of what was in there to put in lotion, and I have this much left. I will probably scrape out that part and use it in lotion too. I would never finish this by the end of the year anyway. It would have to be thrown out at the end of the year. It's at least 4 years old at least. So it would have to go at the end of the year anyway, so I figure any way I can use it, you know, is good enough. Then I have my Benefit Ooh La Lift, and this is seriously, I want to murder this product so much. I know there's a hole in the center of this, but this has not slid down at all. So I think what I'm going to do this next month is I'm going to try to take the stopper out, scrape the product out into a little jar. It is very hot here and humid, so I feel like once it's in the little jar, it's going to go bad very, very quickly. So yeah, once I do that, that's going to have to go super, super quickly. So I will be like painting my face with it. But I have also this Mineral Sunkill powder. It's a Korean brand that I got from Mimi Box, so I am not sure what the actual brand is. And it did have an expiration date that has worn off, but I believe that was in May, so it's past its expiration date, I believe. But if I can tap this down to where it needs to go, I am more than halfway done now. Maybe not 2/3 done, but I'm definitely getting there. Then I have the Benefit Cream Shadow in Foiled, and I have moved this, if you've seen, into this old jar right here. It has started to get crumbly again, but it feels like I've got a good chunk of that used, because it's pretty thin along the edges there. That's actually not a thick layer along there, so I'm just slowly working on that. This is what I use on days where I have to get up really early or just don't feel like putting on a lot of eyeshadow, I just put this on. And, you know, it's been working pretty well. So I'm hoping to get that done sometime soon. Because I would like to add in another cream eyeshadow product, but if I can't get that done in the next couple months, there's no way I'll be able to add in another one. Then I have the MAC Tenderling Blush, and this just is going nowhere fast. It is right there, and it has been there since I started. I guess I need to maybe try using a different brush or try putting more on. I'm really not a huge blush person, even though I have a ton of it, because I like to have blush on, but I like it to be really, really light. So, you know, this is a rather neutral color, so, you know, maybe I can add more than I've been using. Next I have the MAC Prep and Prime Vibrancy Eye Primer. I am right at the top of the MAC right now. So this actually shouldn't have too much longer. I was just below where it says Prep and Prime last time, so I got that much done. So I should be done with this, usually because air pumps leave a little bit of space. Like, you cannot get everything out of an air pump. So I probably, if I use it about the same amount, have another month, maybe a month and a half left on this. So next I have the MAC Tender Tone Lip Balm in Tread Gently, and this was a limited edition one. And I am right there. Similarly to the eyeshadow primer, I did create that pan on my own, and so I could work around the edges. And I'm actually about in the same place I am with that. I have lately just been using this at night. Then I have the MAC Eye Kohl in Teddy, and I have not actually used that at all this month. It's right here, but I need to start because it looks like the cap is cracked some, or is cracking. So I need to actually start using this so it doesn't dry out, seeing the cap has cracked. The brown liner that I had been using was the Whiskey side of the Urban Decay Whiskey Zero Liner, and I did finish that out. I actually was able to sharpen it down to actually where it was starting to sharpen the metal, but it actually broke. Like, the tip broke off then. So I can no longer sharpen it, and the tip that it had broke off. So it's technically not finished because I also want to finish the Zero side too. And I'm actually pretty happy with the progress I've made on this one. This is the Ofra Lip Liner in Silk, and I am right there. I basically, when I do the lip liner, I put it on and I actually fill in my lips with it. So it basically is like every 2 uses I have to sharpen it, mostly because the wood on the pencil is not super even. I don't know if you can see that, but like on the back where it's got product smeared all over it, but on the back side, there's one part of the wood that just goes up very, very far. So I have to sharpen it more frequently so it doesn't like scratch my lips. But this is the product that I had really wanted to focus on. I was not able to finish it this month, but I definitely got a good chunk of it done. I feel like with pretty consistent use this month, I should be able to finish this one. I also had Urban Decay Stash, and it looks like this. I've used it a couple times. I think I'm going to try to alternate between Teddy and this for my basic everyday liner in the next month, just so I can work on Teddy because the cap is broken, but this one's pretty short and it's older than Teddy, so I would like to get that used. Then I had the Tarte for True Blood Stain. It's the Lip Surgeon's Natural Lip Tint. And I'm still where I am. I'm not rolling this up at all. It's still got the point that it had. I seriously doubt I will finish this. It doesn't smell bad. necessarily, but the Lip Surgences have a minty smell, and this has kind of a dirty minty smell. It's not fully the mint smell that it has. I can still smell the mint, but it's not as fresh, I guess, as it smelled like before. So I need to use as much up of that as I can. I probably will not be able to hold on to it after this. However, if I can finish that Jabot cream blush, I could probably use that as a cream blush too. Then I have the Flower Line and Shine lip liner, and this is in Cherry Red, and it is a roll-up one. If I roll it, it goes to about there. I really do want to finish the Ofra one first, but I think I'm definitely going to focus on this one next and get this done. It's a good thing also to pair with this one. I have been using this as much as I can anyway, and just layering my products. I put on the Ofra lip liner first, then I put on my NARS lipstick that's in this project. This is the NARS Madeira, and it's basically this kind of nude. I'm right there, and then I put on this Tarte Lip Surgeons over it. So I have been trying to layer my lip products so I can use more than one at a time. And this is actually a really good product. I'm actually enjoying it a lot more with the lip liner than I did just on its own. So yeah, I have actually grown to like this a lot more than I did before, because I figured out a way to make it not look so dead looking, I guess. Then I have the Elizabeth and James Nirvana lip gloss, and it's called, I think, Nirvana Nude. Or did you see that? Nirvana Nude. And this smells really good, but honestly, I have forgotten about this, so I took it with me to work for a little while. The package is square though, and it's a little bulky, so I just didn't like carrying it, so I just stopped. And then I put it up on a shelf, and I forgot about it till I was pulling it out for this product, because I had to go get all the products from it. So yeah, I use this a little bit. I used it a little bit today just in the center. But I do have another lip gloss in here, and that is the Viva Glam Gaga, which I did not touch at all this month. And I need to really start focusing on some of these lip glosses, otherwise I'm not going to get them done. And I have so many lip glosses. The product that I have been using a lot, and as I've just been sitting around the house and focusing on, is the NYX Butter Lip Balm, and this is in Marshmallow. It's a really unflattering nude color. And it was basically new when I started, and I am now right there. So I have used quite a bit of this. It's very, very unflattering a color on me. But besides that, because I could work with that and mix it with other things, but it's patchy, it's smeary, it's gritty, all these horrible things in a lip balm this product is. Then I also had this Bare Minerals 5-in-1 little sample, and I think I'm going to have to depot this too. I feel like there has to be product in there. I maybe used this once or twice before I put it in here, and I never saw anyone else who used it say that their product didn't have any product in it. This was, you know, one of those Ipsy sort of samples, but every time I pull the wand out, there's like no product on it. So I have to kind of like swirl it around, and maybe I'll get some product on it. I get just enough to cover my lid, but I feel like there has to be product in there. So I feel like I need to take out the stopper, scrape it all out, stick it in a jar, and use it as quickly as possible. So then I also have the Mekyon CC cushion right here. And this is my first time trying a cushion. I think it's so messy. It is a very dark color. but it's very sheer, so it doesn't show up quite as dark for me. But I have been mostly focusing on this Clio BB water. It's a BB cream. It was full when I started, and I am now right there. The only thing about this is, again, it's BB cream. It's not long wearing, so it ends up looking a little bit not great by the end of a long day. Like, I have it on right now. I'm going to work. I won't be off till later tonight, and it will look terrible by the time it's done. It doesn't look so bad that I can't wear it. It just does not look wonderful by the end of the day. If it looked really bad, I would care enough about that to not wear it. But yeah, so, you know, I've been using it. It's fine. Then I have the Dr. Young Anti-Pore Pore Eraser Balm right here. And this was new when I started, and it's now right there. So it was level with that top part inside the lip, and I now have a pretty decent dip in there. It doesn't actually look like the product is all that deep anyway, so I should not have any issue with this. I do like this. It's not as heavy as the Benefit Erase Paste. No, Porefessional. Benefit Porefessional. So it doesn't fill it in as much, but I also don't have the issue of it being noticeable on my face. Then I have the Etude House Zero Sebum Powder, and this is actually the second powder that I use over this powder to set my face, especially in the summer. This is really good because it is supposed to stop oil. So there's no way to really measure this because all the packaging is pretty opaque. Even on, I guess the inside is, but it's kind of messy. So on the inside, it's about right there. So, but yeah, I actually like this. I don't love loose powders just because they're messy. This one gets all over the place. And then finally, we are at the end of what I already have in this project. I know it's a lot. And that is the NYX Dark Circle Corrector. And this is in light. And I am right there. I don't know if you can see, but there is a pretty big dip in there. Maybe. I have a pretty good size dip in this. Once again, this pan doesn't look to be super deep for the packaging. So, you know, hopefully I'll be able to hit pan. This one is not one that I have stuck my finger in to like push product to the side. I may do that once I get a little bit lower, but for right now I'm just using it like it is. Hopefully I will hit pan on this soon. Okay, so that was 30 products between the stuff that I had finished and what I have not finished. So obviously I am due to finish some things, otherwise I will be listing 60 products with no empties. But I do have 5 more products to add to it, making it a total of 35 products, and I will start having hour-long videos, I guess. But my category for this month is lip products. And I'm just punishing myself because I have so many lip products. I have 3 drawers of lip products, 2 of which are lip glosses, like those sticks and lip balms, stains, the liquid lipsticks, all those. And then 1 drawer has my actual lipsticks and lip liners. So I am really focusing on my lip products. Truthfully, I had actually planned my category to just be random products that I wanted to get rid of. But as I was picking out those products, I kind of realized that most of them were lip products anyway. So I just decided to switch out like the one that wasn't for another lip product because I can always use up the lip products. And I can always add in that one later. But let's get to those products so we can start wrapping this up. So 4 of them are actual lip products, and 1 of them is a multi-purpose product that I use specifically for my lip area. So the first one that I have is this Bella Pierre lip liner. And what is the color here? Oh, natural? No. I guess it's just 02. But it looks like this. It's this color. So it's a little bit more rosy than the Ofra one that I am doing. I have never used this before. It was another one like the Ofra one where I got it in a subscription box. And I think this one will work really well with that nude lipstick and making it not look so nude. So I will be starting on this. Hopefully, I've got it in here now, but hopefully as soon as I finish that Ofra one, I will be starting in on this one. Then I have this CoverGirl Nature Luxe Gloss Balm. And I don't think they make these anymore. And this is in Coral. This I've had hanging around. For a while it was in a purse of mine and I just forgot that I had it. And then when I cleaned out that purse, I found it. It's got about that much product in it. And I always liked it. It just was sitting in this purse for so long that I never remembered to use it. Yeah, so I want to get this done just because I've had this for a while. And, you know, I forgot about it, but I did like it, so I'd like to use it up. And I'm trying to get rid of my tinted lip balms because those really aren't my favorite thing. Then I have another tinted lip balm, and this is the Neutrogena Revitalizing Lip Balm. And this one is in Petal Glow. And I have used this because I have another one that looks like it's never been used, and this one looks like it has. But not often. Let's see if it shows how tall it is. And this is looking a lot more pink in the viewfinder than it's looking. This has got a lot of stuff. Forever product. Forever product. But it's looking a lot more pink than it does to me in person. But what I like about this is it's flat. So this would be really easy to take with me and stick in my pocket at work. Then I have this lip tint. This is the Peri Para lip tint, and it's a bright orange one. And the reason that I picked this is because this orange just does not look good on me on its own. But I figured with the red that I've got and all that I'm working on, I can put this over it. And I assume, just like the Benetint, it would work as like a cheek stain as well. I'm not sure that I want orange on my cheeks. I'll have to try it out one day when I'm not going somewhere. But yeah, I figured that with the red that I'm working on, this would be something I could put over it and make it look not good on me. Then my last product is my multi-purpose product, but what I use it for is cleaning up around my lipstick, especially when I do liquid lipsticks, especially when I do reds, because, you know, things can get kind of messy. And that is the NYX Wonder Pencil, and that is in Light. And I am right there. It's not my favorite, though. I actually liked the Rimmel Nude liner better for that purpose. So I'd like to use that up and get the other one. Okay, that is everything for this Project Pan update. This took a long time. This will definitely be edited down, but this took forever to go through all those products. Hopefully I will have a few things finished next month so it does not continue to be the lengthy process that it was this time. Hopefully, if you stayed, it wasn't too boring. But yeah, that is everything. If you haven't checked out my previous video, it will be linked to this side. My Project Pan playlist is also linked to the side if you have not checked out any of the other videos in this series. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye!